Okay, hope everybody's having a good day today so far. We are going to continue writing linear equations today, and we are going to focus on when we are given 2 points. So we are going to use the slope formula like we did when we found slope, but then take it another step further and plug one of the points in slope into point-slope form and change it to slope-intercept form. There is actually a different approach you could take to doing this, so if you're really struggling with this one, we can try the other one. Just let me know and I'll show you how. Okay, so 2 examples. First thing, slope formula, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You will see those reverse, y1 minus y2, x1 minus x2, which is fine as well. Just make sure you're consistent. And as we did in the slope section, I'm going to label x1, y1 and x2, y2 to find my slope. So I'm going to do y2, y1, x2, x1, and I'm going to make sure I subtract in between each of those. So on the top, 4 minus 1 will give me 3. And on the bottom, I'm going to keep change. So 10 plus 5 is 15. And I can actually reduce that by 3 on both the top and the bottom. So if I divide each of those by 3, I get 1 over 5. And I have my slope here. So I'm going to use that for my m. And then I'm going to pick one of the points, and it actually does not matter which point I choose. I tend to just go with the first one unless I have a 0 in the second one. And I'm going to plug that into point-slope form. So I'm going to go ahead and use this, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. y1 in this case is 1, so y minus 1. My slope, or my m, is 1/5, and my x1 is negative 5, so minus and negative 5. And then I'm going to convert it to slope-intercept form. So I changed that minus and negative to plus a positive, just easier to deal with. I'm going to distribute like we did a couple lessons ago. So I get 1/5 x, and then 1/5 times 5 is actually 1. So if you need to type that in, 1 divided by 5 times 5, should do that in your calculator. And then you need to add 1 to both sides to put that in slope-intercept form. That's plus 2. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing for the second problem, and I know I'm going quickly, so pause if you need to catch up. But I have x1, y1, x2, y2. And so when I find my slope, I do y2 and y1 and x2 and x1. And I'm going to subtract in between. So remember, keep change. So I get 6 in the numerator. And keep change gives me negative 2 in the denominator. So I get negative 3. I'm going to use that for my m. And I'm going to use this for my point. So I'm going to do y minus y1. So y minus negative 2. Equals m times x minus x1, which is 1. Keep change there. And we're going to distribute. So negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3. Watch your signs there. And then subtract 2 from both sides. So y equals negative 3x plus 1. Okay, that's all you're doing. I know I went through it really quickly. Again, hit pause, raise your hand, ask questions. If you're good, go ahead and do the practice and let us know where you're at. Have a great day.